Hello and welcome back. It's Techtonica time with Lua Games, and while I was off camera I did straighten up the street lights. I guess it did bug me that they weren't even across the street, but now they are. I also changed some of these flowers. When we find the flowers on the list, we can go to them and we can change the variant of the flower with the LB button. So here are some flowers, and you can see here you got blue, red, or a mix. Here, let's see. Here we got blue or purple. Blue or purple. And a matter of 3. And then on these, you've got the mushroom, some flowers, and some purple flowers. So I went and just varietied them up a little. There's the red mushroom, and there's the grass with some purple little baby's breath in there, purple lilies. There's a little blue mushrooms. And we are going to work on this building today. We covered the roof with some purple, and I'm thinking about decorating it up some more. Let's see. Let's just tear down this wall for the heck of it. And we're just gonna actually, I think I'm just going to, oh, looks like that does not go sideways. That's unfortunate. But this does. So I'm just gonna put a row of 2 concretes there just to get below those plants. Maybe 3. Let's go 3. And I'm going to put in one of these glow lights. Right there is where I want it. You can make the words in blocks of 4 or 5. If I did 4 with 2 spaces between, I want to see how many letters I can get up here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. INGOT and a little s. I think I can do that. So I find it faster just to delete the blocks out than place them up in all the different little patterns that you can place them up in. If I came up, no, I need 5. And I'm just going to run it down here. And then we got those concrete beams And we're just going to fill this in with that. That right there. And we want a space of 2 between them. So we place the space of 2. This one's going to be an S. So we're just going to delete those. We'll just double up the middle for an even eye. And let's just go with this kind of in. And I'm realizing that needs to go up. It's kind of odd how it doesn't want to be right there. I need a G and an O, the T. Well, that would be kind of like the I with a thick bottom. Yeah. Ingots. I wouldn't have enough room if I went for 5 blocks across. So we're just filling it in. And this building is definitely going to look a little different. That's the plan. I guess it's going to be written backwards on the inside. But that's okay. It's not going to bother me. I guess I could write it backwards on the other side. Then I'd have to do it from the inside because it's just hard for me to... I think that looks good. Ingots. This is where they're made. And let's see here. Those are potted plants. These are green. I think I'm going for a little bit of a green. Yeah, we could do that. Actually, I think I might just want to make the whole front of it green. Right. We got the green ingot lights. The green entrance. Works for me. And yep, it is backwards on the inside. That was to be expected. Now we're just going to pull out some red inserters and say we're going to feed from this side. Thinking about bringing it up to the right of the two inserters. And I can't. Oh, I sure can't. Alright. I'm going to do it like this. And if I come over here and grab this one, then when I get over here, I can lower it enough to not grab the inserters. And then I only have to replace the one. Which now I gotta find. There it is. Alright, and we want this one. I'm just going to come up over here and feed them all from a conveyor belt that pops through the floor and just ships it over to the left. So they'll all come up on the right hand side and ship in the Atlantium powder. Now, this side might be a little bit more tricky than I originally thought. Alright, so the ingots come out there and the fuel goes in here. Right. Now we just get some one by ones. And we have them placed down. So these got to be directly in front because there are two different things going on there. Now, we need powder and blasting caps. We're also going to need a way to ship out, but we could do that. So we need mining charges. I want to push these mining charges to the right because I know the mining charges are going to come from this side, and I want, see, they're right there, and if I broke in there, that would be half of them. I don't really want to do that. Let's see, we're shipping half out to those and half up to the big nugget upstairs. . I want to redo that. We're going to put a splitter right here. And we're going to send a third out that way. See there? That's not what I'm wanting. I gotta bring it back one. Then we do it again. Okay. We're sending a third out that way. And a third this way. And this one is going to go to the ovens. Well, that was a mistake. I meant to put it there. All right. Now that I see how that's going to pan out, I think it's best to head off this way. We're just going to run it up this way and see if we get a blue light the whole way. It looks like it's happy with everything. Which is grand. We actually want this to come out this way, though. Alright, the ingots are probably going to have to ship out. And they're not going to head off that way. So I want to put this on the left-hand side. Like right there. The ingots actually, I'll probably ship them out to the elevator. Which means I probably should have left that line where it was originally. Can't go down. Can't go up. How about we go around? The longest, most unnecessary way to pipe the ingots out. Sounds like a grand idea. We're just avoiding all the traffic. We need to put a corner post in there. But this is going to let us ship it to the elevator, and we could take it to a production plant. So here I want to delete this line. I don't want to pick up the plant matter, so I'm just going to wait on it to exit. It's just going to take a little bit. And then we can just spin and let it resume. And bring in another line. And it appears that it needs to go here. And we get up on the street. Now the production plant is at Victor, but we were thinking about moving it, and I think it's time to send it to Freight. Yeah, we're going to send it to Freight, which was number, I said that, but I didn't remember the number. 11. All right. Now we have the ingots leaving. It looks like the only thing holding us up after this project is clay, which we'll have to ship either out or next building over. The ingots building. That's right. It's the ingots building. Okay. Enough of that. Now we can run these however we want. You know what? I'm going to start with downs, because it's hard. Oh, look at that. We're not going to have inserters up there to aim at. Yep, definitely don't have anything to aim at. We're just going to have to make something to aim at. We can get rid of those later, or not. Just however we feel. Oh, I missed. I missed one. They don't have to be the same. We're going to get rid of those. Are just temporary. Alright. So now I want the openings to face to the left. And I'm going to be up here for the first one. And I want the openings to face backwards down here. So to the left on the block. one to the left on the block. 1, 2, 3 is left. And one click for that fourth. 1, 2, 3. And this is kind of a repeat. But it lets me see the targets down here that I'm aiming on at. You know, I know that's out of order, but it had a block below, so it made me just wonder. It made me wonder if that was a bad thing. Alright, it looks like those were all solid hits. Good aiming. And we could just go ahead and finish this out while we're up here. This is going to feed those two. And those two. So on and so forth. And the powder will be delivered like this. Just got to be careful not to try and ramp up on the next guy. And now we do the distribution. And we can distribute in waves of 3. So we group these in 3 and aim for the middle one. And then we just move to the right and the left. And just keep this up. It's got one opening facing the middle. And then we just spin it in. Huh. Well, if that's the case, it's got to come back a row. So we just delete the whole thing. You know, we've been doing that over and over again. And in this orientation, one, two, three, you're in the wrong spot. And so are you. I got off. Yeah, we just found an orientation where that won't work. Now, by backing off a block, we can curve it here and force it straight in. Just like that. That's an extra row of blocks back that we need in all the other rotations that we have pulled off. I imagine if we turn this 90 degrees, it'd probably work. And it may even work at 180 degrees. But for some reason, that didn't work. Now, there's 3 of those. So I just come back 1 block and we start to lay conveyor belts down to grab all 3 of those into one spot. And this is distribution. And it will evenly distribute all of that. Now, can we make that one go in? Yeah. Okay, so that's in the same orientation as like this was. I don't know. Anyway, they get split up in 3 directions here and in 3 directions at each one of those points so that it's all evenly distributed. And it comes up here, and since they're all empty, we notice that they're all pointing down. So you just gotta click on the middle bars and you can see the arrows on them flipping up. I guess I just got the direction wrong. But that's how you fix the up and down. Now they're all moving up. Yay. Okay. Now let's talk about fuel. Alright. Fuel will be going up because we are feeding that in. Up. And we are at a place where we can aim for the ingots, or the inserters. And if you bring it down and it's orientated right, then it should be facing you. And I have it facing away. So I'm just going to restart. Yep, see, it's supposed to be facing the inserter. And then we highlight the inserter with the hammer reticule, I suppose. And you'll know you got it when it kind of highlights through the brick the shape of the inserter. And it went, I'm getting it right there. And it should be, I wonder if I got enough room. And then, yeah, we could do it like that, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna just ignore whether it's facing it or not and just focus on getting that high lit and making sure the bottom is twisted the right way. Because you can change the direction that it's facing by just clicking on the box itself. And the one with the arm reaching out to us, if you look, you can see arrows moving towards the furnace, which gives you a clue that it is facing the furnace. And yes, I evenly distribute the fuel as well. And I usually do it one level up from the powder. I didn't this time. And that could pose a problem, especially if we were interweaving through the powder. I guess I just chose not to. And since I started off not doing it, I just kept not doing it. Alright, so you can see all the openings are facing this way, but I'm going to go upstairs, take the time to make sure that the no gray area is facing the furnaces. And this one's backwards. So the no gray area is where the opening is, and it should be facing the furnace. Looks like we got worse as we went on. Alright, and then with that, I'm going to try it again, just to see what happens. Kind of curious. Oh, it works now, huh? But it doesn't work back there. I wonder if that was just a momentary glitch. And I bet you if I reloaded the game, it may have worked. But I didn't want to reload the game. I wanted to hurry up and get it built. And I want this as tight as I can get it right now because we're right next to the powder. But Looks like we're pulling it off. Now we want all three of these to be gathered into one spot, just like the powder was. And it needs to be 1 block away because next to it, it will not place. But it'll place right there. And now we just run that same 3-way connection. And now I'm going to bring the fuel up here. And I'm just going to go around this way. Oh, but I can't. Okay. I may just go up a little. Yep. We're going to go up here and over. Okay. It doesn't like that. So I want to leave this there. And we're going to have to move this way, which means we can just move this over. We need the room to get this over here and try not to step on the conveyor belts. And now the fuel is being launched. You know, I didn't check if these were all up, but we should be able to see that as the charges get distributed. There they go. So if they're moving up, we'll see them going up the conveyor belts. And they are all definitely going up. I like that. Okay. And that is the mining charge section. Now for collection. Alright. Collection will be going down. I did pick down. And we can just look at the side of the box that we've already got up there. Make sure the arrow's pointing the right way. And just bring it down. And we'll just run the collection belt right there. And now I think that looks good. It's nice and easy. And it's coming along. Now with the ongoing maneuvers, we should have ingots being taken out of the ingot building shortly. Okay. I like seeing the ingots come down. That's kind of nice. Now, I've got an awful lot of it down on the ground. But you know what? I want to keep it down on the ground. I want to run this conveyor belt along the outside wall. And down through here. And it's just going to collect them all. And send them down the road. And just like that, we are shipping out Atlantium Ingots from the ingot building. That's right. Now, I wonder how come there's not a stripe of lights right there. Alright, so what we do for the letters, since we want them written backwards on this side, is we just put some beams up here to bring it down below. See, like these are just below. I see 2. But did we bring it down 3 or just 2? We brought it down 3, so we can't even see the top one. And that's 3. And then what, 2 on bottom? Looks like. Yeah, 2 on bottom. I didn't know that before, but we know now. So we're just gonna grab 2 on bottom right now. And just because it bothers me, we're gonna install some lights where I think they should have been all along. And then we get some green boxes. And I'm just gonna fill up this whole area. I wonder. Alright. I got one corner. So it looks like these are floor blocks that we could place horizontally, or maybe on the x-axis, but they don't go up the y-axis. So that's definitely the difference between a pillar and a platform as far as these pieces go. And we're going to make these 2 apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 apart. I'm going to hover. So I keep bumping into the furnaces or the boxes that the conveyor belts are coming out of. And it's throwing me off a little. That's okay. And we just delete out. Okay, so ingots. I'm thinking that looks good. This is the G. You know what? I feel like I am trying to write this backwards. Yep, I need to rewind and just do this over again. That result was not what I was going. I just instinctually started writing the word backwards. And now it's not that I need to do this, it's that I just want this building to look different or have a difference. From the others. So I choose to do this. And now yeah, we can go straight up. Is this the same block I used over here? Yes. Yes, it is. This is the pillar. So it goes up and down on the y-axis. And now it's going to be backwards on that side of the wall, but it's facing the cave. And I don't have any plans to dig it out. And even if it does get exposed and dug out, I'm not changing it. It's just part of the charm of the building. In there. Now we have ingots inside our building. And the greens for the Atlantium that's being made. And there's none on display. Oh well. Down here in the basement, you can see the factory at work. Bringing in everything but Atlantium powder. Which just tells me that these are probably full of clay already. No. No, they're not. There is another problem. So, we go over here and take a peek down the basement. And down the basement, the Atlantium Dust Collection Agency doesn't seem to be functioning. Are we out of an ingredient? The middle ingredient. Oh, it's there. He has no shiverthorn. He has one. This place is just all over the place. Wanting me to go look at some other okay. This makes the buds that get shipped out, and they are getting shipped out. That thrashes them. And all of that goes over to this space. And back here behind all of this, here's the reason why it's not working. Now we saw this problem and we spun that to fix it, but it's just not working. So I'm going to move it over a block. And I'm going to turn it into that right there. Now that's the way it's supposed to be distributed. And I like that. That works for me. Now, over here, what the heck are you doing there? And you. Okay, those guys are just in the way. But we are shipping out the Kindlevine extract and the shiverthorn gel to the powder factory, which is down the street. Second building on the left. now they should all be getting shiver torn. And they should be going down. Let's take a look at him. He's only got one. And I'm a little worried. And it hasn't arrived yet. Here it comes. You're late. You're late. If you want to keep working here, you got to be on time. Okay, it's going to get distributed, but it doesn't explain why you guys okay. Okay, so they're shipping up the Kindlevine extract. They're shipping up Kindlevine extract. I see all this blue here, and I'm wondering. The middle row furthest away from the stairs had backed up shiver vault. Okay, so these guys are just wanting Atlantium powder. That's the bottom. Looks like there's a piece of belt missing. Yeah, there's a piece of belt missing. And it's so far down, it's making it hard to get to. So I'm going to delete a little to fix a little. Alright. This is where the belt's missing. Oh, and I had it. And there it goes. Now it's moving along. And now that's moving along. And now with that, we climb out of the basement. Hey look, it moved down. They've all got ingredients. He's a... Okay, so you see the orange powder back here being moved. And these guys are getting rid of. I want to see them holding ingredients. And then we got to check the orange powder side. Got those far ones. Yep, they look good. Everything's starting to look good here. They got the powder, they got the powder, and they got the powder. Alright, so everybody's making here. And it all gets shipped over here. And on the back side, we are shipping out the bricks. Uh-oh. Okay, so we got one guy that... How did I miss that? Everybody else is on the same level. But this one guy just wasn't. So now he is unloading his bricks. He must have had a little bit of a backup. Okay, so all the bricks are already backing up because the elevator can only take so much. And I'm hustling on over to the elevator. Yep, it's full. It says LBY. Oh, Y, just Y. Alright, we have shipped 500 ingots. Now, I am going to need some ingots to unlock stuff, so I'm going to grab that bundle of 500 and let it stuff some more in. And I am going to go over here to freight. And I'm going to put in a little storage system. This is where I want to build a new production facility. I like it with all the waterfalls. It's kind of nice. And right here, I'm going to say I would like to extract some Atlantium Ingots. Because we're making them in this other place. And I'm shipping them here. And I guess I want to need some floor. I haven't really done anything for this place yet, except admire it. I'm thinking about here. Yep, that'll work. And we just extend this out a little. It's a nice size factory floor with a lot of nice views. I like it. And that was a shock to the system. We got the waterfalls, the lily pads, more waterfalls. Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright. Now, we're just going to pull out a chest. For now. Probably put it right there. Get ye old conveyor belt. And we're just going to bring it on over here. And we're going to have to build some production here to keep these ingots happy. But for now, I just want to store some up for whatever I want. Yes. And I like this place. I think it looks nice. Okay, so if you've made this far and you like what you see, do like and subscribe. And just have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.